are listening to an audio blog reading from InterDev B2B Digital Marketing Agency.
All right, and welcome to another episode of the B2B Digital Marketing Podcast. And I'm here with Aia, who is the CEO of InterDev Digital Marketing Agency. And we are here to discuss AI and digital marketing. You know, a lot of people are using it around in the industry. So we're just going to go through some questions and basically try to answer some of the questions that you guys have. So thank you, Aia, for being with us. It's going to be great to have some of your expert advice. First, I'd just like to know is how do you feel that AI is reshaping the digital marketing landscape so far and in the decades to come?
Right. So hi, Jack. It's great to be here. Well, AI is definitely taking over the entire digital marketing scene and marketing, by the way. We see AI being used in several ways. First and foremost, content creation, which is text, videos, images, a mixture between everything. It enables hyper-personalization of the content, something that we previously had but was limited. So now we can understand the user's preferences, behaviors, real-time interactions, and analyze it and act according to the data that we're given. Secondly, the usage of chatbots, virtual assistants, something we saw very widely used previously as well, but now with the AI, then we have tools that can analyze, again, user behavior, the interaction, the type of engagement, how they use the tools, what they want. Everything is analyzed live, and information is given to the users according to their preferences. So it's also something that we see a lot in websites or in apps that, you know, the users are not passive and they're cooperating with those tools. Now, another way to use AI in digital marketing is there are tools that allow predictive analytics. And what it does basically is analyze past behaviors, past trends, and try to indicate what's going to happen in the future. So for instance, let's say there's a fashion website, so it can predict that in certain times, days, holidays or whatever, there will be a specific consumption of certain types of clothes in the shops. So you can manage things much more efficiently. So the entire work basically is going to be a lot smarter. We're going to guess less, and we're going to act upon data that we have, and those things are going to be automated. So it's going to be prone to less errors or human faults. Another way that we can see AI in the digital marketing is anything that's got to do with repetitive tasks. All kinds of things that you need to do over and over again. So marketers can basically focus on strategic decisions and not all kinds of things that humans no longer need to do themselves, or basically they will manage the process but not necessarily create the material itself.
So AI is going to be more of a tool and help to streamline data analysis.
Sure. We see today many tools, many AI tools, whether it's production of ebooks, white papers, everything that's visual, basically, from images to videos. We can see integration between different types of formats. For instance, you can take text and turn it into an ebook with great images, and with great templates, and you can have your text revised. And So we used to need people to do this and this and that, and then graphics and designers for every type of content that we work with. So today it's a lot more flexible. We can take one format and basically convert it into different types of format with minimum effort, minimum knowledge of the tools that are required. So even in video productions, we can see that there's a wide usage of taking text, turning it into videos, or vice versa, taking a video and then extracting the text from the video and creating a blog post out of it. So, but again, I just want to say one thing, that, it's great to have all that. It's not going to replace a human work, but it's going to ease in the process. In any ways, I don't see that this work is going to be 100% automatically created by tools. Somebody has to go over everything and see that it really gives value and crafted in a good manner.
So if anything, this will be an assistance and improve marketers' ability to understand customer behavior and personalize campaigns directly to them, because there's so much data nowadays that to go through, that AI is definitely going to be an assistant in that.
That's right.
So one of the interesting tools that have come out of AI is already with chatbots have already kind of existed. How is this this AI sort of chatbot and virtual assistant, how is this going to change the customer experience?
Well, those tools, we can see them being used on websites and apps or any kind of asset that a brand has. What they offer us basically is a way to streamline the customer's journey by providing instant 24/7 responses to the users. Everything is online, everything is monitored, and the user's response is being analyzed live, and the response of the chatbot or the Aia virtual assistant is basically based on this analysis. So it reduces wait time, and it can handle multiple inquiries simultaneously. And obviously, we understand why it's a great benefit in terms of not having to deal with a lot of workforce behind the scenes. But there are downsides to using that, and we should be aware of them. First of all, over-reliance on automation is always something that you have to take into account and be very careful with. It's an impersonal interaction, and users notice the difference when they talk to a chatbot or when there's somebody behind the keyboard. So that's one thing. Another thing is that there's always a chance that the bots are going to misinterpret the user's queries, so they don't fully understand. Of course, as time goes by, those tools are going to be much better, but yet there's always a chance of misunderstanding, and therefore leading to giving the wrong answers or information. So that's definitely something we should also be aware of. But that aspect is basically the advantages of it is that it cuts on workforce that's not always necessary. And the other thing is that it helps understand what the customer wants and give them and provide them immediately and quickly what they want, so they don't just leave your website or go look for the information somewhere else. And people today don't have that much time to spend looking for answers. So that would...
the immediacy is definitely very important, especially nowadays with the younger generations, let's say. They want their information now, but
Right.
of course, like you said, sometimes there's challenges. If you go too
Mhm.
in depth into a product, maybe the AI can't, give
Yeah.
out specific answers. What
Mhm.
would you say to combat some of these challenges for a marketer, if maybe the AI chatbot's not giving good enough answers?
Yeah, well, there's always an option for users to choose to be contacted by email or by phone. So there's
So
always a
still
way out. There
always the
should be a way
traditional.
out, first of
Yeah.
all. And again, I think those tools are going to improve as time goes by. Not only at the tool itself, but the tool which is customized to be working with a specific brand, because the tool is learning the requirements that you define in the setup. Okay, for instance, working with a fashion store is not the same as working with a B2B brand. So you teach the tool how to work, what's important for you, where are the pitfalls. So you understand, the tool
Right.
is
So
just the asset,
teaching the
but the
AI
asset is going
algorithm.
to improve according to the requirements of every specific website. So there's a learning curve. There's a learning curve here for every brand that's going to use those tools.
So another thing that AI is starting to be able to advance is voice activated search. You work in an SEO agency. SEO is sometimes the backbone of some marketing strategies. Now with voice activated searches, how should businesses adapt to using more maybe keywords and voice activated searches?
Wow, that's a major topic here. It concerns a lot of people in the SEO industry, because basically the rise of voice activated devices is going to is not going to, it has a huge impact on SEO strategies that need to cater to voice search. So basically, I can give a few examples. For instance, we want to focus more on natural language queries, long tail keywords. So gone are the days when we're gonna look for silver necklace. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so the user is going to type in, or not type in, or mention what exactly they look for, what type of shop they look for. Sometimes we can see question-based phrases, for instance, because voice searches are typically more conversational. So if we think about it in terms of SEO, we need to write content which is more conversational, is more rich with long-tail keywords. It's going to include more questions and answers. If we look at Google search results, sometimes the search snippets come out in the first search results on Google. So this is something maybe that will come up to the user when he's doing a search, which is voice-based. So we have to put emphasis on that. How do we get our content to appear as a snippet in Google search results? Also, location-based results and queries are widely common when we're talking about voice search. People are looking for solutions or providers within a specific region. It's also something that Google puts a lot of emphasis on, and we can see Google My Business and all the search results. Yeah, so
You're gonna have to have
on
more detailed information, having more FAQs out there. So you would
right,
recommend having more FAQs, let's say for even a
right,
blog that you have, having
right.
at least 5 FAQs for a blog, just because
Yes,
the
yes.
possibility of a snippet
Hmm.
is there, and don't want to
Right,
miss out on an opportunity there. So
right, right.
So something also AI is able to influence and have a big part in is models that are able to detect and recognize different patterns and stuff like that. What do you think the significance of visual recognition in social media marketing, and how can brands take advantage of this?
So this addition in AI can certainly help B2B brands. The main thing here is the ability to analyze and interpret images and videos in order to gather insights. How many mentionings does the brand have? And the type of mentionings. Are they positive? Are they negative? It's the ability to understand the user-generated content and tracking the brand mentions even when text is not there. So we can analyze images or anything that's not text basically and understand from it what's written in it, and even again, is it positive, is it negative? So you want to monitor your logo's presence, and that's something that's really difficult to track, and AI makes it much easier for marketers to analyze and get a better picture of what's going on.
So once again, this is AI is helping to streamline a marketer's strategy. It's giving them even more data. I mean, with the amounts of data that we have even nowadays, it would be almost impossible for a marketer to actually scan Facebook and Twitter and everything
Right.
else. And AI is able to do that in a very easy way and give insights into how the brand is being talked about, which is very important for companies.
Right.
Yeah.
It's measuring the brand visibility and understanding the type of tone that's used in favor of the brand or not. And also it helps companies identify their influencers. For instance, sometimes they don't even know. A company doesn't know who likes their products, who's been using it, and it's not always something that you can track when you do a simple search on Google or YouTube or LinkedIn. Sometimes it's very difficult to track. So these tools help us in places where we can't with traditional tools understand and get that type of knowledge. So this is really significant in terms of tracking, in terms of getting a broader picture of the status of the brand in social media.
So finally, the final question, and there are companies out there that haven't used AI at all.
Right.
And them starting out, in the beginning, they can't maybe take on visual recognition and so on and so forth. But what would be some of your advice to start off in a small way in starting to integrate AI into the digital marketing strategy that companies have?
First of all, I think it's very important that companies do embed AI tools and practices within their work, because the usage is going to broaden, and sooner or later you'll find out you're missing a lot of important data from potential customers, and your competitors are way ahead in the game. So if we look at the AI tools that we have and capabilities, so I think the most important thing for a company is try to understand what their clear objectives are. So determine what you aim to achieve. Is it enhanced customer engagement? Is it improved ad targeting? Predictive sales analysis? Every type of objective has a different set of tools and different ways that it integrates in the website, in the buyer's journey. So that's first and foremost. Now, the ideal thing would be that, companies would use everything, from bottom and up within the buyer's journey, They would use AI tools to help them gain the right data, analyze, process, and then provide the users with what they want. And obviously, everything is geared towards having better ROIs and increasing their conversion rates and getting qualified leads. But if you want to really start from something more obvious, small, that involves immediate input, I would probably use AI tools for content creation, whether that would be blog posts, videos, short videos, reels, things like that once used to cost a lot and take a lot of time to create, and are now really just require you to understand how to operate specific tools when you have the right set of material. So there's the content creation side, and then there's the embedding of the tools inside the website, so you can understand and analyze how users interact with your website and improve the funnels of your website, your offerings, and ways to help user engage in higher rates and again convert on your website, hopefully on your website.
That's the main point.
That's most of B2B companies, this is the main point.
I mean, all of these have been great suggestions, and hopefully a lot of people have learned a lot in this episode talking about AI digital marketing, which is becoming very prominent and is going to become even more prominent as we go into the future. And I'm sure we're going to have to revisit this again. So I hope you'll be back on our show again and we'll be able to discuss more about that. But thank you, Aia, for being here. And anybody that is listening to this podcast, please rate and review it. And that always helps. And sharing it also is caring. So do that as well. Yeah. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Great. Thanks, Jack. It's been great.
Thank you for tuning in to the InterDev Digital Marketing Podcast. Together, we're exploring the future of digital marketing. Subscribe and join us on this exciting journey. Visit inter-dev.co.il for more marketing inspiration. And see you in the next episode.